Good evening, everyone. As usual, let me just check my stream. Seems to be rather well. Okay, give me a second. Just want to check out the live stream from Shorts. And it's fine. Beautiful. Now let me check the live stream from Twitch. It is fine. Amazing. And last but not least, YouTube, which is also fine. Beautiful. So, ora viva, pessoal. My name is André, and welcome back to Frostpunk 2. Scraping the barrel, grief and terror strangle New London. Between the captain's death and dwelling coal supply, we need a strong leader. Lest we fall before we stand. Okay. Lest we fall before we stand. I don't know what lest means. Okay. You know, I actually was watching a YouTuber play this game, and he has a woman instead of a guy here. Don't know why. We survived the end of the world. Did I say continue? Oh, this is the first chapter. Now what? We did the prologue in my last stream, and now this is the first chapter. I will most likely not be able to finish the first chapter on stream today. Eita. Frostpunk 2. Down, down, down. The old captain is dead. New London is weak. Food is low. Overpopulation looms. Coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is the same future for all. Keep the city together. Or hold its hand on its deathbed. I am considering putting on my headphones. Chapter 1, Scraping the Barrel. Okay. Coal is running out. So, the captain is dead. As he weakened, growing divisions brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now, New London is left to suffer the consequences. As Steward, it is your charge to lead. But you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Okay, let's get back to work. Okay. Pause immediately. Pause. So we are, let me just assess the damages. We are at minus 20 degrees. We have heat stamps. Okay, so we have 500 heat stamps. I assume that this is the currency. 2,500 prefabs. Okay, we have we have 58 unfulfilled shelter. And food is going low. No materials and limited goods. Okay. Wow. I don't know where what are the districts. Okay, so this is the central district. It is deactivated. We have available 0, so how many districts? How can I see districts? We have no districts whatsoever. Oh, caraças. We have Frostlanders. So it's a community. Relations, neutral, size 43. Stalwarts, size 12, relations favorable. And New Londoners, relations neutral, size 45. So the New Londoners are actually our most, our biggest population. Okay. So, coal left around New London, new deposits needed. Okay. Frostbreak to a shallow coal seam and construct an extraction district. Turn on the generator. Construct new housing districts to address the lack of shelter. Okay, so if I go to it, it's X. Frost breaking. Okay, now. What's that, by the way? Frozen forest. So it gives us materials. Amount. Okay, deep frozen forest. 100 million, probably. Something like that. 72,000. So that's food, which we're going to need. What's that? So that's for shelter. And okay, this is materials. What's that? Game. Okay, I need to push it back. Is that it? Can't see. Fertile soil. Okay. And that is shallow iron vein. It's not what I need. 10 shelter. Okay. Okay, we have shelters there. Resource prefabs. Okay, coal. Okay, so I need to do that, right, to get the coal. Frost breaking. I also need to frost break more things because we need shelter. Now we can have more shelter here, which should theoretically peraí. We don't have any. Peraí. I'm not getting this. Can I make heating hub? Okay, B. So housing district. Oh, okay. So this is an area to make housing. 1, 2, 3. Shouldn't there be like a Oh, we need 6, sorry. Okay. There you are. And I also need to place... okay, I need to be very careful because this could be bad. Okay, this will give me 72,000, 72,000. Okay, we have a bunch of them here. We're also going to need prefabs. So let's just go. Housing district. Let's do that one. Let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's done. I think each one is 20, so that's 20, 20, and we're gonna need more. Now, if I set another housing, okay, we can't do that here. Aha, but we can do it here. So 1. 10 shelter, 20 heat. So if I do, I need to defrost that. We have another one there. Stable crevice. Now I'm not sure exactly what this will do. But for whatever reason, okay, let's do this. So let's do that. Okay. Let's let them do things. Okay. Okay, heat stamps. Heat stamps are a stockpilable resource that can be spent on frost breaking, funding construction, or when using specific actions. Okay. A city collects heat stamps weekly. Every community provides its share depending on its size. The bigger the community, the more they contribute. This means that as population grows, heat stamps income also increases. Heat stamps income can be increased by satisfying goods demand. It can also be modified by certain laws and buildings. Okay. You can request or donate heat stamps to communities or factions. Click on a community or faction at the bottom of the screen to see the list of possible actions. Okay. Click on a community faction. Okay, so I can go here.
Steward.
Raise funds.
Steward.
Okay. So let's okay, that is now done. That is also done. So let's do let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Why can't I? So can I do something like this? Okay. So we can't add the district here for whatever reason. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, because it's already broken. Okay, probably like that. Okay. But I can go here. Okay, now let's actually construction. Okay, industrial extraction district. That's what we need. We're going to spend 20 heat and 50 materials, and we have 0 materials, which sucks. Okay. That's a problem. We don't have any materials. No, we do have. Okay, stockpile 50,000. Stockpile hub full. Okay, but hey. Frost break to a shallow coast seam and construct an extraction district. But hey. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey. I don't get it. If it says here that I need... Oh, peraí. So, the construction is 600 workforce, 40 heat stamp, 150... Okay, but we're going to demand 20 heat and 50 materials. And we don't have materials at the moment, but I am going to calma grab them. So we have it here. So if I do extraction and I do something like 1 2 3 4 5 no, you know what I'm going to do? Let's do that, and that. Slash set. Okay, and we're moving on to the rest. Okay, so we should have. Okay, we are at. What's that? Total output. Alright. Housing district. Houses 20. Oh, because we got... Okay, they both ended at the same time. Okay. And we have... affecting district sheltered from wind. So... plus 20 in demand. And nothing else there. Okay. So, we now have that almost done, but we do know that that is going to I wonder if okay, I wonder if this building will have any effect. Okay. So, I'm going to need another Kahinde799 on Twitch. Hello, you're streaming pretty good, and I would love to be a friend and fans. Kindly add me on Discord. Okay, I actually don't have Discord, but if I do, I'll add you. If I make a Discord. So housing district, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 5. No, that's 4. Alright. And now I need to build an extraction point near housing district, so 20 heat. Squalor. Oh, got it. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to do exactly what I want. So, we have an increase in squalor by being too close to housing. Now, available demand 110, available 0. Okay, we're almost done there. Okay. Okay, that's coal, right? So, material surplus, goods limited, shelter, heat scarce, coal available 120. Turn on the generator. Okay, scrapping the barrel. Good work, Steward. We have secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last for long. We'll need to improve our mining to use it efficiently. but the city's communities are voicing different ideas about how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. We must choose a solution. Okay. Buildings. You can, let me just remove the chewing gum, but you can construct buildings in districts if there is an empty building slot available inside them. Buildings have their demand and output, which are added to the already existing economy of a district. Okay. Dust coal mine, advanced shaft coal mine. Okay. Buildings can improve base output of a district, for example, provide more food, or reduce problems directly, squalor or crime. Okay. Initially, you don't have many buildings available for construction. However, the Research Institute is a building that is always available from the very beginning of the game. It provides you with access to the idea tree and a cumulative bonus to research speed. Developing new ideas is essential to the invention of new technology and new buildings. Be mindful of who is conducting the research, as ideologies of specific groups will influence the result of their work. They will come forth with a special variant of a building aligned with their views. Some buildings unlock abilities that can be used in the district where they are constructed. For example, a hospital unlocks the preliminary triage ability. Okay. So, the captain is dead, coal is gone. The generator is off. We are doomed. The so grim game. Okay. So, buildings. Research Institute. Haven't we already? Wasn't the... Oh, okay. Where can I place it? Huh? So. Okay, coal left around New London, 771 weeks at current rate. So. We have a demand of 130. And we have an output of 130. Wow. That's amazing. Total output. Nothing is affecting this. Requirements 600 people. Jesus, that's a lot of people. Total output. Base output 120 coal. Okay. Coal remaining 143,000. Okay. So, expand an existing housing district. So if I will go here, expand the district to increase its output and provide one additional building slot. Okay. So 50 heat stamps and minus. Okay. No, I'm going to expand it through here, because if I go here, we're going to have squalor, right? So I'm going to go with here. Boom. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay. So we have a total output of 20 shelters and a demand of 20 heat. So base demand 40, but we have a plus 20 because we are close to the heat thing. Grace William 01. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So let's just do that. Peraí. Morgan Goldberg, stalwart. Did you hear? The steward ordered us to set up a new extraction district in the canyon. Okay, so things are being done there. I'm good. How about yourself? I'm also very good. Although we can't say that from our people here that we're leading, but well, it is what it is. Where are you from, my friend? I'm from Portugal, by the way. I'm asking this because it's a very common question. They usually ask me where I'm from, and I'm from Portugal. So if you can share where you're from, it would be great. Okay, so We have a plus 17 housing. You're from USA. Okay, I usually get people from Texas, by the way. So 17. We have... Okay, we need to buy... yeah, you're from Portugal. You're from Texas. See that? Amazing. Austin. Oh, my favorite podcaster is actually from Austin, Joe Rogan. Yes, I'm from Portugal. I don't know what's happening with my Twitch and Texas, but they are kind of linked somehow. Okay, now. Oh, we're going to have a... Oh, caras. We're going to have cold coming out. Okay. So 20, 30, then 40, 50, 60, 70... Nah, oh, peraí. 20, 30, 40, 50. Is this like... What's that? Perhaps. Where in Portugal, if I may ask? Of course you can. So, my city is not... Well, it's not known. It's Povo de Varzim. It is, however, very, very close to one that's probably known, which is Porto. Which is very famous because of its wine, Oporto wine. So yeah, I'm in the north area of Portugal. Okay, we need to find food, right? Our food supplies will last for 57 weeks. We have housing, okay? And we are now... Where does Ronaldo live? Well, he's from Madeira, which is one of the 2 islands of Portugal. So I'm in mainland, and he's from, I think it's Madeira. There's two islands in Portugal, which is Madeira and Açores, or Azores, as you say in English. And he's from Madeira. Okay, now let me do one thing. So we have... peraí. So if I go here, what's happening is we have... Okay, why did I go... So... because we... Okay. We have another... we have... Oi, oi, oi. We built this. So, we need to have... Let me check one thing. We have prefabs, amount for 100. But we need that. Let's actually... 1, 2, 3. Okay, there. Let's go there. And now, right, we need to have, because we're going to have more coal. Not coal, we're going to have more steam, or whatever that thing is. Heat, common. But I need to, where's the buildings? Hubs. N, okay. So let's do the research institute. Okay, I don't know exactly what I just... Oh, well, I know that what I did. I don't know what I spent for that. By the way, I'm also streaming from YouTube, in case you are interested. By the way, I actually do digital art for streamers. Would you be interested in that? No, just because I usually don't. No, I just stream and that's it. But thank you very much. The generator wakes. A child is born. Wow. People gather around the generator tower as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heart of the city, our last line of defense against the cold, our first hope for a future, any future. Steward, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They called her Lily May. They ask that you bless her. You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. Well, people are hopeful. There is a future for them after all. Very well. May your life be warm and winds Spare your paths. Okay. Unless I kill them all, obviously. Okay, let's see what we can build more. We need to research. So we have... okay, build a research institute. Research an idea for new coal mines. Construct the newly researched building in the extraction district. Okay, I'm sure that what will happen with that is we're going to have like more efficiency on our coal extraction, which is going to level that. Now, I do need food, right? Let's do that. See. No. Has that been already? What's that? Okay. Okay. Can I build an extraction district? Huh. That's odd. Why can't I do that? Oh, it's fertile soil. Resource food amount 84. Why can't I? Okay. I don't know why. But for whatever reason. Okay, that is now done. Wow! Research Institute constructed. We can now research new ideas. Beautiful. Let's check what they say. Different ideas. Communities of New London. A small crowd gathers outside of the new Research Institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The stalwarts and New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing their idea. The communities of New London have different perspectives. You may not be able to please anyone. Well, I will make my decisions now. Okay. Oof. Idea tree. We need new ideas to move forward. Okay. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. Okay. So, if I go here, we have Frostlanders, which occupy 43% of the city. No one else shares this idea. How can we mine more coal? Dust coal mine. So, we have an output of 100. Disease is slightly increased. 20 materials demand. 60 materials demand. Okay. So, disease is slight. Okay, we have a 30 plus 30 coal. Our current coal output is 120. And if we go through the Frostlanders, we're going to go to 150 at the expense of 400 workforce versus 300. Squalor is increased from blasting coal mine. Disease increases from dust coal mine. So this is dust coal mine, this is blasting coal mine. This one says mining operation where residue coal dust is sucked up and compressed into briquettes to make maximum use of the resource. Operation, yes, using explosive drilling to rapidly exploit coal deposits, generating noxious fumes. Now my issue is with squalor. Now this has a much higher materials demand. For 30, this has a much less materials demand. which is nice, but so the thing is, do I want more coal at the expense of materials or not really? Now, here's the thing. The difference between one and the other is actually the rate at which we extract coal. It won't affect the amount, the total amount removed. Now, each coal mine requires, I think it's 3. But let me check one thing. Oh, I can't leave this place, but I. Oh, it requires 100 more workers. 12, 45. No, I can please 57% of the city or 43. Adaptation. Fighting against the cold is futile. We will not give in to the hubris of machines. The frost makes steel brittle. And that is progress. And that is reason, merit, and progress. And these guys are for progress. We will build machines to carve our place in ice. We will improve ourselves with technology. We will rip resources from the frozen earth to sustain everyone. We will bend nature to our will and we will thrive. Okay, now my issue with this is the fact that we don't have a lot of people for the time being, but at the same time we also don't have materials. So I'm gonna go with these guys. Research idea, 10 weeks. 10 weeks. Construction cost, 400. Yeah, this occupies less resources, although more people. Okay, they're gonna get upset. Neutral. Okay. Research an idea. 10 weeks. Okay, in the meantime, we need to go to this area here. Done. So, shelter. Okay, we're gonna go. We need to get food. And we are currently with a surplus of materials. What's that? Oh, it's the research. Housing insulation. Okay, we'll handle. I can only research one at a time, right? Okay, I'm guessing that we can only do one at a time. So I need to. I can't go here for whatever reason. So, but I need this. Accessing the deep deposit requires the deep melting drill building. But let's do this. That. 5. Então. Peraí. You know what? I wonder if I can do that. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, So, game. Okay, there we are. Beautiful. But give me a second because the window. Okay, now we're good. So now, if I do this extraction, right, I can do that. Okay, so we are getting 20 heat, right? Okay. And I can now do something like this. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for that. Okay. So, we should have materials. Let's check which buildings we have. Industrial district. Construction. Okay, requirements. What does it do? Output 10 prefabs per week. Processes materials into prefab. Oh, so it consumes 50 materials to give me 10 prefabs. Okay. Not fully sure if that's what I want, but okay. Can produce other resources with additional infrastructure. Logistics district. 15 Frostland teams. Sends charting expeditions to the Frostland and transport resources between the city and the colonies and outposts. Hola. Construction 400. I have that. 40 heat stamp and 200 prefabs. That's expensive. Food district and housing. Okay. That's central. Seat of the council, where delegates representing the city's inhabitants meet to discuss and enact laws. Okay. Hubs. Oh. Okay. Heating hub. Oh. Demand 25 materials. Requirements 100 workforce. Proximity. Heat demand in neighboring districts is decreased. That's good. That's very good. So we can place heating things. Okay. So for instance, if I go here, these guys have a heat demand of 20, but they're also demanding 50 materials. If I do this, we're going to have a 75 materials demand, but most likely no heat. Trick 22, hello, how are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Although we have a material surplus, so we have a plus 50 materials, right? And we have the stockpile full. Fuel. Let's actually, if I do this, minus 10% workforce requirement. So if I do one, that's it. Okay. Materials stock. Okay. What do I need? Requirements 100% workforce. Okay. So we have a requirement of 600 people. We're gonna have most likely a 10% discount, so to speak, right? Okay, have that happen. Okay, what's that by the way? Goods. Okay. For the time being, I don't know what to do with goods. Okay, that is now done. So theoretically, we have 540. So we have minus 10% workforce requirement. And if I were to... Não é isso que eu quero? É isto. If I were to... Okay, we don't have what? Heat stamps. That's a problem. Income 14 per week. Okay. Okay, I just pushed my luck a little bit. Okay. So we're now gaining materials, right? We're gonna fill our stockpile in 47 weeks. And I need to build food districts. So if I do this, disease, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. If I do 1, 2, 3. Right, can I build it here? I can. So if I do 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. There. And we have 10 heat stamps. Oops, that's not good. It is what it is. Okay, but hey, you know, there should be a way for me to see the messages that are displayed here. Hola, Abe Byron, 55, drill sergeant. Admiring the generator. It's good to have you back, old chap. It was a terrible fright to have you switched off. You're more than just a heat source to us, you know. To us, you're a symbol of what we should be. Unbending, unyielding fortitude. May we all stand so bold against the frost. The generator is revered and respected by the stalwarts. Okay. You gotta give it this game. It's pretty impressive. Now, I can't build the heating thing, but I could make. What was it? Okay, I don't remember. But I can make a few things. Okay. So our food situation is going down. It's going to last for 46 weeks. And we are... Let's just... 5 registers at 6. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, caraças. Dust coal mine. New building something. Okay. Let me check one thing. Hubs. Hubs are a unique type of districts that covers only one town instead of the standard 6. Hubs provide... Okay. I already read that. Expanding districts. Expand districts to increase their scale, both in terms of size and capabilities. Expanded districts are more efficient and provide additional building slots. Select a district to open its panel and click on the expand button. Okay. So expand housing. Then select new tiles around the chosen district to start the expansion. If there are not enough adjacent tiles to select, the district cannot be expanded. Be mindful that housing districts have no building slots upon construction. Be mindful that housing districts have no building slots upon construction, contrary to all other types of districts. That is why you need to expand such a district at least once to be able to construct any buildings inside of it. Oh, okay. So the housing district doesn't allow to place buildings there. You need to expand it first. Okay, got it. The generator's primary source of heat in the city. This requires fuel to function. Initially, your main source of fuel is coal, but later in game you can research and discover different types of fuel, which vary in how much heat they provide. The generator uses as much available fuel as it needs to fulfill heat demand in the city. If you have more than one type of fuel available, the most efficient one will be used first. The vertical indicator on the left shows how much heat demand is fulfilled in gray. The red part stands for unfulfilled demand. In the case of heat surplus, a golden color will appear. You can also activate the generator's overdrive, which temporarily increases the generator's efficiency, but also increases its wear. Be careful and turn overdrive. Okay, with that much we know. Idea tree. The Research Institute unlocks the idea tree, where new ideas and solutions can be researched. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. You need to decide which community will research a specific topic, resulting in an outcome tailored to that community. Choosing a community to research an idea will improve your relations with them. Got it. The amount of time needed for research may be reduced by building more research institutes. Each institute will increase research speed, but as you build more institutes, the incremental gain from adding a new one diminishes. So, yeah, diminishing returns. You can also temporarily accelerate research by using the action rush researchers in a district with a research institute. A permanent change of research speed is possible by signing adequate laws or constructing buildings with such an effect. However, those means aren't available from the start and you need to research them first. Okay, let's go now to communities. So the people of your city form communities, groups of people united by a common outlook and background. You can view any of your communities by clicking on their image at the bottom of the screen. Under each community description is a list of actions you can perform. Under community name you can find information regarding relations. Factions. Okay, let's see what factions. So factions. Some citizens ignited by passion and strong beliefs will organize and form groups known as factions. Factions are groups of citizens that are united by a common and clearly defined ideology and will actively seek to implement it in all aspects of the city. Factions originate from communities and share some of their beliefs, however, they have opinions about city's direction in all three fields, whereas communities focus only on one aspect. Factions are more radicalized and better organized, which can be advantageous in certain situations. For example, if your relations are positive, you can ask them to perform a special action. On the other hand, if they disagree with your rule, their opposition can be more fierce. Factions will propose extreme or radical ideas to be implemented in the city. They will also engage in disruptions such as rallies or protests. Be sure to inspect and familiarize yourself with factions that appear in your city by clicking on their portrait at the bottom of the screen. Fervor measures how many radicals are active within a faction. Fervor, no, okay, these radicals increase tension. High fervor can also lead to violence and even civil war. Fervor increases when a faction opposes your decisions and actions. To decrease fervor, you need to maintain very good relations with the faction for a long enough time. Use de-radicalize faction action with the community from which the faction origins, or use special ability in a prison building. To keep the control of the city in your hands, you need to understand the desires of factions in your city, access their fervor at all times, and proactively try to keep them in check unless you wish for them to rule the city. Well, that's probably not good. So if I go here, fervor none, neutral, neutral, sir. Now, what's overall trust accepted? Support not affected by neutral New London, no, marginally increased by okay, and not affected by neutral Frostlanders. Slightly decreased by unproven Steward. Relation, okay. So, constructing a little research building in the extraction district. So, I now need to go to buildings, right? Extraction. And we need 80 heat stamps, which we don't have. But, at the same time, I'm gonna go to the idea. So, not enough heat stamps. No, Kikalish. Right, give me a second. Okay, housing insulation. Research the idea. Okay, so base heat demand of housing district is decreased by how much? Ah, peraí. Asbestos lining. Okay, so they're all within the same idea. Okay. Oh, peraí, we have a bunch of things here. Not enough heat stamps. Resources. Okay. Now, heat stamps. Unmet demand for goods. Okay. How can I get goods? Materials. That's other things. That's prefabs. That's coal coins. Now, I don't know how to collect goods. T. Goods are all items that will satisfy the needs and desires of people living in the city. They can be as simple as furniture, cutlery, books, and games to more luxury items like watches. They are highly desirable and provide comfort to citizens. When goods are scarce, people begin to fight over them. Goods can be produced out of materials in industrial districts. Remember, you need to switch industrial output to produce goods instead of prefabs. So I need to have industrial districts and then make goods instead of prefabs. Got it. Okay. We have 80 heat stamps, which means that I can now... não é isso que eu quero. Também não é este. Dust coal mines. So, disease goes up. Okay. And the heat stamps are 0. Zeitgeist city direction. Okay. You can monitor the zeitgeist of your city in the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay. Zeitgeist means spirit of time and describes the direction of your city and on three axes: technology, economy, and society. The laws you pass, buildings you build, and choices you make, they all impact the zeitgeist. At the same time, your communities have a natural tendency to favor some solutions over others. Your relations with them will change based on how their views are aligned with the current zeitgeist. The more you develop the city in the direction they support, the more positively it affects your relations. To see what a given community or faction supports, click on their image at the bottom of the screen and hover over the icons above their name. Watch as your decisions shape the zeitgeist. Be on the lookout for dissident which can tear your city apart. So, adaptation, progress, merit and equality, and tradition and reason. Okay. So if I go here, we have nothing. Fund projects beneficial to their community. Raise funds. Relations worsen. 207 heat stamps. Okay, what's my relation with these guys? Neutral. So if I go here, mobilize enforcers. 5 quartz, okay. What's that? What does that do? The stewards will field elite squads of guards to be used at stewards' discretion. Okay. We don't have that. Council, promote. Relations greatly improve with stewards. Faction fervor is decreased. Publicly announce your support for this faction. They will gain members and potentially secure additional seats in the council. Condemned. And then raise funds. 79. Oh. That's 216. Okay. Então. Neutral. No fervor. Neutral. Okay. Let's wait for this. Boomba. Nice. A place to settle differences. So, with the new mine, the impending doom of depleting coal is postponed. It still happened. It will still happen. Yet differences between communities remain. The weakening captain wanted to establish a council to settle them. We didn't live to see it through. It falls on you, Steward. The people of New London want a say in how it's run. The first decision, whether you should continue to lead the city. We need a council. Sure. So if I go here, you need...
Please give the right of way to frost-breaking teams in transit.
Okay. So we need 80 prefabs. Enough debating. Let's set up the council and put the stewardship to a vote. Okay. Guys, just leave me... Okay, coal left around New London, 331 weeks. Build the council hall, pass the vote of confidence. Okay. So we now have. We need more food, by the way. We are. Oh, no, peraí. We're making. No, our output is 144. Okay, and the demand is. Peraí, this is not true. Oh, we're stockpiling 24. Output 144. Demand 144. Okay. How's that possible? I'm not getting that. Output. So the demand is 144. We're stockpiling 24 per day. No, or are they grabbing? I think that's it. So we have 120 from the district, the food district. So the central district is producing 70 food. The food district is producing 50, and we are grabbing 24 from the stockpiles. That's the thing. Okay, got it. Okay, we just need 70. Easy boy. 5 registers, that's sick. Okay, 20, okay. We're gonna need a few more weeks. 84. Okay, let's build a council. There. Where can I build it? Okay. Build a council, pass the vote of confidence. Okay. Let's see what that means. Okay. Unmet demand for goods. Okay. Oh, caraças. The council gathers for the first time. We can vote on new laws. Oh, caraças. First council session. The city decides. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now, the communities of the city want their say. The stalwarts maintain order on behalf of the captain and adhere to what they claim was his vision for New London: progress, merit, and reason. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance of economic or social issues. Then there are those who view the stalwarts with contempt for their role in New London's history. But they keep to the shadows for now. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as... Okay, open the session. Olá. The council. When you return to the council in the future, you will be able to propose new laws to vote upon. But for now, a special vote needs to happen. The communities of New London have to accept you as their leader. Be careful. If you fail, this will be the end of your rule. Caraças, I just grabbed the city now. I see. Vote of confidence. Okay, people are divided. New Londoners, stalwarts, Frostlanders. Stalwarts, New Londoners. So if I tick, what does it say? Alright. If I tick that, it says New Londoners. It has the... Oh, delegate session, voting in 10 weeks. New Londoners, 45% of the city. They have progress. Community, Attached to the city and its generator, the citizens of New London have stayed together through thick and thin. They value technology, which they credit for getting them through the Great Storm. Okay. They seek to pass community service and city development effort. Okay. Stalwarts. Wow. They are only 12% of the city. They have three things that they want, they favor, so to speak. Faction, disciples of the captain, who introduced order as a core tenet of New London, strict, controlling, and devoted to the captain's memory. They seek to pass. So this is their manifest. Progress is like one of each. So progress. The generator and our technical ingenuity allowed us to power through and will enable us to thrive. Community service, city development effort. Merit. We persevere because we ensure the best of us are given the tools and rewards to lead us into the future. So contagion prevention, infection is bad. Wow. Reason. Efficiency in society is paramount. If the social order needs to change to support it, it will. Childhood, mandatory school. That's probably good. Unlock. Mobilize enforcers, community action. The stalwarts will field elite squads of guards to be used at the steward's discretion. Good relations perk. Extra prefabs assembly. Provides additional prefabs income. Hola. And the Frostlanders. They seek to pass community service and expedition support. Originally, okay, so community service, city development effort. Same thing to these guys. No, community service and expedition support. Okay, and the stalwarts. They have three things or six they want to pass. Okay, now. Onde é que eu... Porra, peraí. Council. How can I go to the council? No. What's that? No. How can I see? Okay. Now. Vote of confidence. Should the steward remain in power? If this vote fails, the delegates will immediately remove you from office. Ah. Okay, we have 22 people. So, 24 delegates. Relations required for support neutral. 9 of 45 delegates. Okay, let's vote, shall we? Hey!
The delegates have spoken.
Have
the
spoken.
Law takes effect.
What law did it pass? If I should remain in power, is that it? I see. Fuel for the future. A steward you shall remain then. Good. There are challenges ahead. Expanding coal extraction is a great success, but the vein will only last so long. We need to explore the Frostland for a permanent source of fuel. Otherwise, the city will have no future at all. We must find more fuel. Access to Frostland. Okay. Wow. Okay, this game seems to be big. You need to reach beyond your city to not only survive but to thrive. Logistics districts give access to Frostland. Keep in mind that they only be constructed in place of old way station at the edges of any city or colony area. By exploring and exploiting the world outside the capital city, you can provide your people with nearly everything they need. You can switch between the Frostland view and the city view by clicking the button in the top right corner. Okay. The council. The council is where delegates vote for laws. Laws can greatly impact the city and affect its zeitgeist. Okay. You can propose laws. However, they must be voted in by the majority to take effect. In some special cases, such as laws from the rule category, a 2/3 majority, 67 delegates, is required to pass the vote. 2/3 majority, okay. Communities and factions will fight for or against different laws depending on their views. You can learn more about them by clicking different communities and factions icons in the council view. There are a few different methods to affect how delegates vote for a specific law in the council. You can utilize these methods after proposing a law. Okay. Nice. Okay, so build a logistics district on an old way station. Find a permanent source of fuel outside the city. Okay, so okay, we need to find nothing. Build a logistics district. We need 40 heat stamps. Okay. We should be okay, we now have 46. So if I go here, logistics, on an old way station. Is that an old way station? So we need to build a logistics district here, right? And we have one here. And we have one over there. I can probably do the Frostland thingy. Okay. There. And then I can build a district there. And we should be fine. Okay, we have 30 heat stamps. Unmet demand for goods. Now, I'm kind of letting the game guide me. But I could always... Peraí. Does the frost... Heat... Okay. Okay. Got it. Doing the defrosting thing consumes heat thingies. Okay, so now let's do a logistics district. There, it's 6. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. We have 544 people. Absent 16, 6, 16. Okay. There. 4 registered as sick. That's not good. Okay. Let's just speed this up. Colder season, heat demand is increased. Oh, caraças. I don't know. I'm not getting this. Okay. To be ready for temperature changes, keep an eye on the weather timeline located in the top right of your screen. Okay. Thermometer icons represent temperature changes. Got it. When the temperature drops, heat demand increases in districts that demand heat. When temperature rises, heat demand decreases in districts that demand heat. Ensure you have enough fuel stockpile to be ready for temperature changes. You may construct fuel stockpile hubs to expand stockpile capacity for coal or oil. Otherwise, the cold may increase disease and eventually lead to deaths among your citizens. That's not good. Besides temperature changes, be aware of whiteouts. Those are weather anomalies that introduce severe and punishing conditions. They are represented by wind icons in the... Oh, caraças. Okay. So, That means that we're gonna get... Okay, we're at minus 30. You know what? Okay, I need to... We have a surplus. You know what? Let's do... stockpile. 4,000. Oh, peraí. Okay, we have... the heat surplus, coal, stockpiling, available 0. We are stockpiling. No, we are removing. Okay, so this heat drop that, or the temperature drop that we got is actually logistics district built. We can now survey the frozen lands around New London and find a source of fuel to ensure its future. I see. Caraças. Okay. Exploration. Let's check this out. Launch expeditions to discover locations of interest and resources you can harvest for the benefit of your city. You can select territories to explore by clicking on their names. To explore a territory, you need to allocate a certain number of Frostland teams, which are sourced from the logistics districts. Okay. Territories have different difficulties that affect the cost, time, and threat level of their exploration. Open territory is fast and safe. Okay, so if that's the signal, it's open, rugged, challenging. More time to explore, has an increased threat level and requires more Frostland teams. Blocked, it's impossible. The threat level of a territory signifies whether there will be any consequences to sending people to explore that area. Safe, no injuries. Dangerous, some injuries. Deadly, some deaths. Exploration of a territory always causes injuries or deaths associated with a specific threat level, but the number of people affected may differ each time. The threat level, as well as duration or cost of exploration, can be reduced by researching new exploration methods in the idea tree. Okay, I'm actually going to have to pass some laws, or at least, yeah, I need to. In the exploration of a territory, if the exploration of a territory is interrupted, for instance due to a whiteout or lack of Frostland teams, you must send an expedition again to resume it. After they reach a chosen territory, they will resume exploration progress from when it halted. Hello mate, your stream pretty cool, that's why I followed you. I would love to be a fan of yours. If you mind, add me on Discord. I don't have any Discord, but you can follow me on YouTube and Twitch. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Okay, so we are going to research find a permanent source of fuel on site. Okay, if I go here, makeshift shelters. Overpopulation and dwindling fuel reserves force many residents of New London to take refuge in these temporary shelters built around a small hot spring. Its inhabitants wait for conditions to improve enough for them to return home. Take those new... Okay. Welcome these new people back in the city. You're going to spend 5... How many teams do I have? I don't know. Frostland teams. Units of scouts, support crews, and specialized Frostland workers. Frostland teams are needed to undertake operations outside the city. They are outfitted by logistics districts. Construct logistics districts, conduct research, and pass laws to field more Frostland teams. Okay. Threat level safe. Threat level safe. Possible findings. Frostland dwellers. Oh, that's what we want. Cores and dwellers. Right. Dangerous. Dangerous. Required 10 Frostland. Why? Então, mas espera aí. This requires, but it gives me 2,600 new Londoners. That's a lot of people. But I don't know what that means. It's in red. Shouldn't that be like easy? Okay. Prefabs, cores, Frostland dwellers. Launch expedition. What's that? 8,000 people, is that it? We have no cores. Prefabs, 74 heat stamps. Aha! We have 10 guard squads and we have 5 Frostland teams. Can I do that? Come on. Okay.
Logistics district operational. First expedition in search for
I might have done something that I shouldn't.
shortly.
But I don't know. Okay, so we have olha que giro. Refugees, time left 1 day. So we have 8,000 people. Okay, we are now with 18 shelter short. We have a few more heat stamps as an income. Okay, you know what? If I expand this, expand the district to increase its output and provide 1 additional building slot. Well, this is not exactly what I want. Zoom in the district. Now, we have 18 people unfulfilled. Should I build more housing? Oh, it's 6, right? 8. Well, I can do that. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're gonna have the heat thing, and we have more people. I shouldn't have done that, but okay. We have more people. We're gonna have more heat thingies, but what's that? Emergency shifts. Okay. Now we need to pass a law to do the ideas thing. So if I go here, but I heating, right? Resources, worker shifts, sawmills, hot houses, filtration towers, and factories. So factories will give me goods most likely. Frostland, logistic bays, harvester hangar, skyways. Hold left alt for the resource drawers. Ah, que giro. So I don't know if you noticed, if I press left alt, you have on the top of the screen, you know, the resources. Okay. Work compensation, maintenance of society, watch towers, hospitals, and okay, this is good. Neutral and neutral. So, teaching hospital, 300 workforce requirement. Disease is slightly decreased, 20 heat demand. 200. Research speed is slightly increased, will regularly cure a significant number of sick absentees. Unlocks the preliminary triage district ability, which increases disease but will result in deaths. Decreases disease, but it will result in deaths. That's probably not good. And this is hospital. Will regularly cure some sick absentees. 20 heat demand. You know what? I'm going to actually do this. So let's go into housing insulation. And they are all within the same thing. So let's do that. Okay. So we should, after this is done, we should have heat covered. It's gonna last for 1 week. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, we're gonna need more coal things, but hey. That's abandoned ruins. No es que eu quero. That's what I want. So, extraction. 6, right? So 1. If I do that. 1. That's 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I'm only need. Okay. 4, 5, 6. 4, you know what? If I do that, and that, we're gonna get coal, and then I can add a hub. Hey, Gigafish. I can add a heating hub. Proximity. Heat demand. Okay, we're gonna spend 25 materials, but we have a surplus of 80, right? And we should have things. Okay, that's... Oh, that's a problem. God, awesome. Okay, everybody is fine and dandy. And I can now... Okay, what's that? These shelters were last used. These shelters were last used by desperate New Londoners who fled from the overcrowded city before the captain's death. They have all since returned to New London. Now the site is a way station for our scouts. I see. So can I send? Oh, we don't have. Requires 10 Frostland teams. And I can't send them here because we have not enough. Not a problem. Nala. I know that you are. Now, we are with minus 145. Okay, people might be getting a little bit neutral. What's that? Tension absent. What's tension absent? Overall trust accepted. Still faction non-favorable 9. Neutral. What's this? I don't know what this ball is here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get more coal, and at the same time we're gonna get the new law, the new idea that will give me better insulation on housing. Okay, still not good, but better. Now, one thing that I can do is, okay, we need 50. Oh, we need 80 prefabs. No, 80 heat stamps. Okay. So, we're 57 there, 65 here. Okay, I'm gonna wait 1 more week so that we get 84. Okay, now, if I go here to the hubs and if I say that, if I place it here, so this is 1, right? Okay, this will give me plus 40 heat, right? This will cost me 25 materials. Near heating hub. if I were here with only one... Oh, we can actually... Okay. This is probably a good area for our buildings. Okay, if I do that here... Okay, so currently we are demanding 70 heat and 70 and 30 heat from here. Let's check what happens once this is built, because I'm very curious. So we're gonna have, okay, we have a surplus of 30 materials, and we're going to have to okay, let's see. Wood remaining. So total output, if I... Okay, we cannot... Oh, we don't have enough heat stamps coming. Sorry. Okay. 75. Okay, the insulation is going to go down. Okay, we're going to get something interesting. Sue Miller, 12. 12. Okay. Street urchin, looking for trouble. Cindy's pa went and got her a governess, like she's gonna be a duchess or something. I don't know, watch. We roughed her. we roughed up the little bitch, all right. Ferguson's boys will learn this too. If they're trying wife us again tonight, we'll pull razors and say we'll cut out their eyes. It'll be good fun. Jesus, hard to read, but what we want is a proper rumble. Short blades only. Come on, who wants to play? The lack of a law regulating childhood is causing tension to rise throughout the city. Okay, lack of law regulating childhood. Okay, we need to... New law. Rule. Guard enforcers. Okay, guided voting. Your people will only consider appointing you captain if times... Okay, so... Guard enforces. The steward may deploy squads of well-trained, well-equipped guards to put down disruptions and otherwise keep the peace, and locks the quell protest district ability, which ends protests using guard.
The proposed law has been approved.
Steward.
Okay. So apparently I'm back. Let me check one thing. Okay, so apparently I am back. But somehow I lost my microphone and my camera for the last like 5 or 10 minutes. Well, it is what it is. Guys, I'm going to take this opportunity to leave. To be honest, I have no idea for how long the game became without without information, without anything, which is a pity, but it is what it is. Yeah, guys, I gotta go. So I hope you have enjoyed this live stream, and as always, I hope to see you all on my next video. Bye bye.